I'm happy to be here today to talk about a curious and controversial topic: why doesn't Tom Cruise talk to Suri? If you are a fan of the famous star and follow his life, you may have heard this story and asked many difficult questions. In this video, we take a deep dive into Tom Cruise's personal life and gain insight into the special relationship between him and his daughter Suri. Join me to find out and discover the truths behind this story, going into the details and the reasons why things are not as we think. The relationship between movie star Tom Cruise and his only daughter, Suri Cruise, has become a subject of controversy and curiosity in the world of entertainment and media. If we go back in time to July 2019, Us Weekly's report revealed that Tom Cruise had not seen his daughter in over 6 years. Their final meeting in New York was described as a very brief one and didn't feel like a father-son moment, but instead felt more like a PR opportunity than a family connection full of affection. This has brought to light a series of questions and skepticism about the actual state of the relationship between Tom Cruise and Suri. According to Us Weekly, one of the reasons why Tom Cruise does not continue to meet his daughter may be because of pressure from the press and public opinion. He has had to deal with the attention and judgments of the media and fans, and this may have placed great pressure on his personal life. The press has often portrayed him as a bad father who abandoned his children because of the decision by Suri's mother, Katie Holmes, to no longer share ties with the religion of Scientology, a religion that Tom Cruise was once very impressed with and loyal. These headlines created the impression that the 61-year-old had finally chosen his religion over family and questioned the father-son relationship. However, this story has more confusing aspects. Tom Cruise, Hollywood's top star, always enjoys popularity and success in his acting career. But concerns about family love are always on fans' minds. The final meeting with Suri is recorded as brief, and it is incomprehensible why father and daughter could not have a warm and enjoyable encounter. This raises questions about the complexity of family relationships in the entertainment industry, where the pressures and emotions of celebrities often face separation. As we mentioned, Tom Cruise's deep connection to the Church of Science, Dianetics and Scientology has been posited as one of the key factors contributing to the estrangement between him and his daughter Suri. Suri's mother, Katie Holmes' decision to distance herself from the religion and her ex-husband's divorce filing in 2012 created a significant change in the family's relationship. When Holmes and Cruise divorced, there were a few meetings between Tom Cruise and Suri in New York, but these visits were described as very brief. Time passed and it seems the action star stopped answering his phone and hasn't seen his daughter since. From this information, it appears that Holmes's religion and separation played a major role in the estrangement between Tom Cruise and Suri. Samantha Domingo, a scientist until 2004 when she left the religion, said that Cruise's public outings with Suri after his divorce from Holmes were more likely a publicity stunt to avoid there's no negative pressure on Hollywood stars, especially since it happened. It was several months after the divorce that he agreed to spend time with his young daughter. Maybe he did it for a photo op to make it seem like he was connected so he wouldn't be criticized, Domingo explained, for Us Weekly. While the Church of Scientology has insisted that members of their organization are allowed to see their children and other family members whenever they like, others tend to believe that if someone leaves Scientology, they are immediately cut off and never spoken to again. This was eerily similar to Leah Remini, who came out and said that when she ditched the religion in 2013, she lost dozens of Scientology-associated friends, including those who work in the entertainment industry. In response to Cruise not making time to see his daughter, Domingo added, "Suri's not his daughter, she's just a spiritual being in his daughter's body." A spokesperson for the organization quickly went on to dispel the supposed rumors by Domingo, saying, "Everything about your inquiry misrepresents the Church of Scientology, its practices, and the lifestyle of its ministry." Former members of Scientology have claimed that leaving the religion leads to being cut off from family and friends. Jenna Miscavige Hill, David Miscavige's niece, supported Holmes and shared her own negative experiences with Scientology. Katie Holmes called it quits with Tom Cruise after 6 years of marriage in 2012, but their breakup was anything but peaceful as the actress fled from Los Angeles to New York in a desperate attempt to separate herself from the Church of Scientology. Sources say that Holmes had gotten sick and tired of members of the church interfering in her personal life with Cruise and their daughter. To make matters worse, it was even claimed that several Scientologists started living with the family in LA, which seemed to have been fine with the Top Gun, Maverick star, but Holmes was not having any of it. After cutting ties with Cruise, reports claimed that Holmes was convinced she was being stalked by members of the church and feared for her safety. Clearly, this was much deeper than simply a woman who was ending her marriage and moving cities because of it. Holmes allegedly felt as if Scientology had taken over her life and her relationship, and when she was ready to leave, they wouldn't let her go in peace. After moving to the Big Apple with Suri, the press quickly took note of and scrutinized the fact that Cruz was rarely around to come and visit his daughter, and that Katie was only ever spotted spending time with her. He's believed to have shown up on a handful of occasions after news got out that he hadn't seen Suri in months, but eventually, sources say, the A-list celeb stopped talking to her entirely. Updated October 2023. While Tom Cruise has been able to maintain a relationship with his kids, Isabella and Connor, whom he adopted with ex-wife, Nicole Kidman, in more recent years the same cannot be said about Suri. Instead, from all appearances, it has been Katie Holmes who has been raising the former couple's daughter alone. While Cruise has provided financial support, it is unclear the last time he physically spent any time with Suri. It is rumored that it is the Church of Scientology that had kept Cruise from spending any time with his daughter, and that Cruise is working on leaving the church so that he can rebuild his relationship with Suri. Given that Holmes has defended Cruise recently when it comes to inaccuracies with the media and their relationship, it may just be that the decade that Cruise has spent away from Suri is about to come to an end. We've just discovered part of the colorful story about the special relationship between Tom Cruise and his daughter Suri. The comments section is the place for you to express your opinion. Write your thoughts, questions, or even your personal story about family relationships, religion, and the influence of artistic life on your personal life. Maybe you have a fresh perspective that we never thought about. Let's discuss and exchange opinions with each other in the comments section. No one can say black and white about another person's life, and the most important thing is that we need to respect personal choices and be willing to listen and understand others.